Welcome back to another lesson on Facebook here on educator.com. This is actually the second of 3 lessons we're going to go over. The previous lesson we talked about creating a personal page. Now we're going to go ahead and talk about creating a group page. So let's dive right in and talk about why a group page and then how to create one. And then of course how to add the code to your web page. I'm sure you've ran into websites where you get to press the like button or where you see like a Facebook box, if you will. And we're going to show you how to do that in this lesson. So let's go ahead and talk about why a group page. And well, it's pretty simple, okay? You can communicate directly to those of a like mind or who take an interest, okay? Let's go ahead and okay, and those pretty much your consumers, your fan base. If you're a musician, if you're an actor, it could be your fan base. It could be your, your fan base. If you're an author, you can talk about updates of your upcoming novels. If you're a chef, okay, you can share recipes. Believe me, these are huge things. And the whole concept of having a successful internet presence, whether it's for your website, whether it's for your search engines, and whether it's for your business, okay? It's about communication. People want to communicate, okay? Listen, we're human beings, okay? We are made to communicate with each other, okay? And by communicating, you're humanizing us. You're humanizing the people on the computer. People do business with other people, not with a computer. So Facebook is brilliant in that it kind of humanizes the business. You can talk back and forth. You can basically express yourself, and it's very, very affordable. Okay, saves money. Okay, Educator.com has, again, I think it was almost 57,000, I believe. I'll go ahead and erase. I think it was like 50,000. Plus likes, and say, for instance, we want to say something to our fan base or our base, and we can go ahead and just write a simple note. Okay, there's no paying for email service. There's no having to set up billboards. There's no having to set out mailers or anything like that. It's very cost effective. It's cheap. It's affordable. 57,000 people, we can just add a couple of lines and they're all over our website. So the key idea, of course, with Facebook is to try to get people to go into the website. Okay, so go back to website. I often tell my clients that having a Facebook presence is sometimes more important than having your own website, because you are generating an audience, you're generating interest, you're keeping your people at bay. Okay, so sometimes when we go to websites or we create websites, and unless we send out newsletters or make updates, okay, people, they're busy. They do things. They don't just sit there and they go to your website for upcoming news and products. But it also depends on who you are. If you're a celebrity, then yeah, maybe they will. If you're a news organization, especially a local news organization, yes, they will. But if you're just like myself, a web designer, they're not going to keep running to your website on a daily basis. So something has to be shared, something has to be communicated. For me, I always love to educate. That is what one of my passions is. I share articles and I share information about helping people enhance their internet presence. Okay, I teach, I educate, I share ideas, and I do that on Facebook. Okay, I even upload videos. I upload audios. I upload audios and videos and media that I don't even write. Okay, I refer to other people's stuff, but I keep things active. I keep things alive. Look, most of the world has a website. There's billions of them out there, so the potential is endless. Keep talking to your audience. Build that audience. It's more important, or actually I would say just as important, and I'm going to write this down. You can quote that social media is just as important as SEO. Okay, you can tell your friends that Jim said that social media is just as important as SEO. Now, on the next slide, we're going to talk about creating a group page, because a group page doesn't necessarily focus on your friends and your family, because in a personal page, as I said in a previous lesson, we talk about what we're doing, as far as personal life. Hey, I went to visit Uncle Charlie down over in San Diego, and we had a great time. Okay, well, my clients don't need to know that. My potential clients don't need to know that. But my potential clients may want to know what kind of special offers or things that I might be offering or educating them on helping them with their internet and their websites. So I would create a group page. And only those people who are members of that group page get those special communications. No one else does. So that's the nice thing about it. So let me show you what a group page may look like or how to create one. Okay, so what I'd like for you to do, if you can pause this at any time, is go to facebook.com/pages right here. Okay, and you'll be taken to this sort of page right here. We can look at it right now. Again, pause and go to this website right here. We're going to move on to a browser. Okay, here we are in the browser, and as you can see that Facebook highlights the boxes or the interests that I am interested in, okay, or the groups that I'm interested in. Now, Web Tips TV is a website, okay, that allows, they basically inform you about everything and anything there is to know about the internet, which I'm a part of. Facebook itself has a group page. Imagine that, how many people they must have. Okay, and if you can see right here, okay, 68,805,625 people like this page. I like that, so I'm going to go ahead and like it myself. Now I like it. Awesome. Okay. Barack Obama, President Barack Obama. We're in June 2012. I don't know. We got election year coming. Who knows who the president is when you're watching this? But right now it's President Obama. Then, of course, I like the Dalai Lama. But notice that you can create pages for any kind of interest. Texas Hold'em, that's a game. As I mentioned, Mafia Wars, that's a game. Okay, Starbucks, that's a business. Okay, how many people love that? You got 30 million people liking Starbucks. Okay, with President Obama, you've got 27 million people liking him. Probably have just as much people not liking him too, but Facebook does not record dislikes. Okay, if we scroll down, we got music group, AC/DC, we got Pink Floyd, even stuff that interests, okay? Traveling is an interest. 16 million people like that. Okay, we got South Park, the show. Wow, 40 million people like this. How many people like Obama? Only 27. So it looks like South Park is elected. All right, Bob Marley. We've got The Daily Show, okay? I mean, we've even got the Dallas Cowboys, okay? 4 million people, or 4.8 million people like the Cowboys. I'm a Giants fan, so I'm not going to go there. At any rate, you get the gist on the different kinds of organizations. Now, how do we create our own page? Okay, well, on the far right over here, and again, I'm going to increase this a little bit, and I'm going to scroll to the right. And you can see that there's a button over here that asks you to create the page. So let's go ahead and create something. And lo and behold, you are taken to this page where you get to choose, first of all, what you want to create. So a local business or a place, community organization, brand or product, cause, entertainment, an artist, a band, or a public figure. And I've created pretty much something for each one of these categories. I'm going to go ahead and create one right now. My client doesn't know this, but here's the name of the cat. So I'm going to choose the category, the business, the local business. And then here, this is an art, so I'm going to go ahead and choose an art business. The business or place, we're going to call it A.V. Kincaid. And this company sells paintings from the late Thomas Kincaid. I don't know what the address is, but I believe they are in California. I think it's in Folsom, California. So let's go ahead and do that. right, Folsom, California. And then I don't know the zip code, I don't know the phone number, but I will agree to things, and I'll go ahead. Uh-oh, they asked me to find out what the street address is, so I don't know. But I'll go ahead and find out for you. But at any rate, actually, I won't find out for you, because once you click Get Started, it'll ask you to go deeper into things, and it'll ask you to fill out certain forms. Eventually, you'll end up with a page like this, okay? Look at this right here. This is for Web Tips TV. All right, and as you can see, here are the people who like it. And there's a lot of people who like Web Tips TV, okay? And of course, you can make anybody the administrator for this page, for your respective pages. So when you do sign up a new organization, you're going to be taken to a page like this, okay? So I'm going to click on Edit Page, and if I want to update info, well, here it is, pretty much what you have to enter. Your settings, okay? You're going to be asked these information. Email notifications. So if someone writes a comment or posts something that I allow them to do so, I will be notified, and I think that's very important. Permissions, okay? You want to specify who is allowed to view this page, okay? Only show page to the visitors. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and increase it a little bit. Okay, so you can see, unpublish this page, only admins. Well, I don't want to do that. Type in a country. Okay, well, I'm not going to type in the country because I don't want to have any restrictions. All right, so I only show this page to viewers in these countries. Well, I want the whole world to see this page. Everyone can post something on Web Tips TV's timeline. Anyways, you can read through all this. I can block people if I want to. And then, of course, profanity block list. There is none. I should have at least something here, and then I'll put medium. And then if I want to delete this page, I can do that, but I won't do it here. And I'll go ahead and save the page, and it's saved. Basic information, stay on this page. Well, I guess I'll just go ahead and leave the page. All right, so basic information. Here again, I put the category, websites and blogs. Here I put the name and the release date. Anyways, everything about this page. You can go right down through this. Here I can choose the thumbnail or the logo for this organization. Be very, very careful on the graphic that you choose, because it does represent your company. And that's pretty much it. You know, I mean, I can go ahead and I'll view the page right here. And this, if you're an administrator, this top section here tells you everything as far as the activities of the group page is concerned. Again, you can go ahead and edit the page. You can manage permissions. You can select activity, admin roles, whoever is you want to administer the page, along with yourself. But the most important one, I find, is the building an audience. Okay, you can invite friends. You can invite email friends. So going back to your personal page, you can invite your own friends. Your friends are not limited to your real-life friends. You could also include associates, people you've met at networking events. Let me go back to my page, okay, and I want to show you something. Of course, I feel like I'm jumping around here, but kind of thinking, oh, there's Joe Piscopo. He's a friend. For those of you who know who Joe is, he's a very famous comedian. But let me go ahead and go back to my personal page here, and then I will choose my friends. Now, this gentleman right here basically is an old college friend, and I'm going to choose his page. I hope he doesn't mind me doing this. But notice right here that when I highlight the friends, he is actually not just an acquaintance, but he's a close friend. Okay, so I can choose whether he's an acquaintance or a friend, and I'm going to choose because he's a close friend, and he is. Or I can unfriend him if he upsets me, but he won't. He's a very, very dear friend. And then I will go back and find another gentleman, like, say, for instance, this gentleman right here. I don't know him very well. He's actually a client. So he is an acquaintance. So he's not a real close friend. So what I want to be able to do is, if I wanted to communicate something, I can choose between sending a message to my friend or to a close friend. So if I were to, for instance, type something here, and I'll type in on educator educator.com right now, educator.com right now. I can select this here, and I can choose friends except acquaintances, okay? All right, so in other words, everybody but acquaintances are only me. So in other words, only my friends can see, my close friends that I've marked. Okay, so if I want to say, but in this case, I'm just going to, share it with everybody. I'll post it, and there it is. Now, going back to my group page, again, I can type in on the search. Okay, let's go back to Web Tips TV. And I can, again, type in the same thing here, okay? I'm taping live, if I can get my hands on the computer. I'm taping live on educator.com. Okay, do I want to share it with the public? Yes, I do. All right, so I'm going to post this, and there it is right there. It'll appear, and all those 133 people who likes it will be able to see that. Now, again, going back to building an audience, okay, let's go ahead and go back here. I can invite friends. Okay, so again, those that are not highlighted are people that I've already asked to like this particular page. So, and also I can go ahead and select different regions, or Facebook kind of categorizes where the friends are. So I can choose close friends right here, or I can choose family or clients. All right, those that are listed as clients. Pretty much everybody who I've selected as clients I've asked. Some accepted, some didn't. I can also choose by area, California. Okay, I can choose this gentleman. I can choose this gentleman. I can choose this gentleman. Submit it. And they have been sent an invitation to like this page. And the more people that like this page, the more communication that I can offer or send out to these people. All right, and I can also invite email contacts. Okay, so basically, if you have a list on MailChimp or your Gmail or your Yahoo or other tools, it'll send out an invitation to those email addresses to, join Facebook and like this particular page. So we won't do that now, but it's over there. Now, if I want to, share the page with other people, I can share it. I can go ahead and click share, and it'll appear in my timeline. Or if I want to share a page and go to somebody else's, a friend's timeline, or in a group page, okay, or in my page, I can do whatever I want. That's a great way to ask people to go into this group page and like it. So that's the key thing. You want people to like it. This basically, again, only admins get to see this. I'll know new people who like this, okay? Also insights. The activity here is kind of low, so I've got to improve upon that. Tells you about that. Now, if I don't want to see all this, I can go ahead and hide it. Now, this is what the public sees. Let me reduce it a little bit. Okay, so again, and I'm going to go ahead and just let you see this page right here. Just like my personal page, I can add photos and videos here. Okay, I can upload a photo and upload a video. I can use a webcam. It's pretty good stuff here. This is the final slide. We're going to talk about adding a Facebook page or a Facebook box or Facebook like box to your website, which I think is very important. I want to give you a certain example on what a Facebook box looks like on your website. So I'm just opening up a browser here, and let's go ahead and type in a client of mine. Okay, let's go to scriptwritersnetwork.org. Okay, and they have a nice Facebook box on the left-hand side. I'll go ahead and see if I can enhance it. There, you see right there. It's got over 1,700 people liking them. That works really remarkable for them. They don't have to go very far to communicate their events and activities. They just go to their Facebook page and enter information, and all 1,720 people will be able to see that information. So again, we're going to talk about adding a like page. All you got to do is do a Google search on add Facebook like box. Okay, so if you click enter, you'll be taken, usually the first link will guide you to the correct page, which we're going to go in a second here. And then after you've generated the code, which I'll show you, you want to ask your webmaster to do to help you add that code into your website. Or you can try it yourself. I mean, if you have the right tools, as I mentioned, there is Dreamweaver. Okay, you can use that. Or if there is Composer.net, you can use that software to use to embed code into your website. This is not a web design class. So we do offer a web design class here on educator.com. I definitely encourage you to take it and learn it if you want to maintain your own website. And to make a long story short, you can go to developers.facebook.com to really understand how you can cater your website for Facebook. All right, let's go back to the browser. Okay, and let's go to this page right here. And this is exactly what a Facebook page looks like. So if you want, on the right-hand side, it'll ask you, different different things you want to add. For instance, a login button, a like box, which is where we are right now. So if you click on it, I'm going to go ahead and increase the viewing here. So here you can go ahead and click on like box, and you'll be taken to this page right here. And you will end up with something like this. So say, for instance, if I were to type in, Web Tips TV, or let's see if educator.com is available. Nope, guess not. Let's type in Web Tips TV. Okay. And Web Tips TV shows up right here. Okay, so we've got 134 people liking. I want to be able to control the width, so instead of 292, I want it at 200. Okay, and there. Oh, that's a little skinny, so let's keep it at 300. Okay, and there it is. Much nicer, so give it some breathing space. Height, I'm not concerned about height, but at the same time, I don't want it to go crazy. So maybe the height, let's make it, let's make it 200. Let's see how that appears. Oh, that's too small, so let's make it 500. I'm just throwing numbers out here. As you can see, that's much better. Color scheme, I can choose from light to dark. Let's see. Well, as you can see right there, that's what will appear on your website. You definitely want to contrast your background or make it readable. Okay, so whatever it matches your website, ask your web designer, do I want to show these faces? If I uncheck that, the faces disappear. If I do check it, the faces reappear. Okay, and do I want to show streams? Streaming means everything that you see right here. That is a stream. If I uncheck it, the streams disappear and only the faces show up. Okay. Do I want to show the header? The header is this section right here. Okay. If I uncheck it, okay, notice that there's a big difference. Find us on Facebook disappears. I usually do uncheck it because they know this is a Facebook page. And then the like button appears right here. So once I am satisfied with what I have as far as Facebook box is concerned, I press Get Code, and there it is. This is the code. All I got to do is copy and paste. If you're using HTML5, this is the code you want to use. If you're using an iframe, which is what I recommend, I would just copy and paste this code, and you can add it to your website. It's pretty simple, and it'll show up accordingly. All right, so let's go ahead and click OK. Other things you may want to add to your website, you may want to allow comments. Click on comments on the left side. Let's see what it'll look like. Okay, this is what it'll look like. Okay, if you just want comments. Okay, for whatever reason, news organizations would enjoy this. Okay, let's put a like button. Maybe you don't want a box, you just want a button. Okay, this is what you want to generate right here. This is it. That's a like button. Okay, if you want a login button, okay, say for instance you have a website where you have a login to a specific page, then this is the code that you want to use. Okay, so people will log in and they'll get to that code. And then, of course, there are other features and plugins that you want to use. And this is all really good stuff. Again, I definitely recommend the Facebook group page, as we've discussed. A group page targets people who have like minds, who are taking interest in your services and products. And that's really it. So we're going to talk about Facebook advertising on the next lesson. This is Jim here on educator.com, lessons on e-marketing. And if you want to friend me, again, it's facebook.com/webmasterjim. See ya. See you online.